Every time you declare "I am something," you are actively engaging the same supernatural principle Jesus used to manifest miracles. The crucial question is, are you harnessing this divine power to build your life or to tear it down? In this video, you will discover how to profoundly align your "I am" with the omnipotent power of the supernatural. Think for a moment. How many times a day do you define yourself without even realizing it? I am tired. I am unlucky. I am forgetful. I am poor. These words may seem small, almost harmless, but each one carries a creative power, the very same power that shaped reality since the dawn of time. Because before anything existed, the voice of the divine declared, "I am that I am." And it was from this foundational "I am" that the entire universe was formed, establishing divine law and order. Now imagine, what if you carried within you that same creative spark, the very word that gave form to light, to time, to life? And what if what you call destiny was in truth the direct reflection of the powerful words you have been affirming about yourself every single day? Jesus knew this profound truth. He didn't just speak about the "I am," he became the "I am." Every time he declared, "I am the light of the world," "I am the way," "I am the life," it wasn't just a simple figure of speech. It was the materialization of divine presence, the exact vibration of creation in action, a powerful demonstration of kingdom principles. He didn't passively wait for things to happen. He boldly declared, and the spiritual realm responded immediately, manifesting his divine will. But here's the most intriguing part, a core truth of divine law. You were also created in the image and likeness of God. And this isn't just a poetic metaphor. It's a profound revelation about your very nature. You are a carrier of that same creative power, and everything that comes out of your mouth, preceded by an "I am," is a seed that immediately begins to germinate in your reality, manifesting your divine right to abundance and prosperity. The problem is that most people are unconscious of this immense power. They use it every day, but often in a destructive, self-limiting way. This is why so many live trapped in cycles of limitation, scarcity, and pain. Unaware, they affirm the "I am" of defeat. And the universe, which is merely a faithful mirror of our internal state, reflects back exactly what has been declared, hindering their God-given prosperity. Have you ever paused to consider how many times your life has become a direct reflection of the words you repeatedly speak? What you declare yourself to be, you become. What you deeply feel, you powerfully manifest. And what you profoundly believe, the world confirms right before your eyes. Jesus demonstrated that the word creates, that the declaration transforms, and that the "I am" is the ultimate key that unlocks the doors to the supernatural, activating divine abundance in every area of your life. Throughout this video, we will dive deep into this forgotten truth, what Emmett Fox, one of the great spiritual masters of the last century, called the science of the indwelling Christ, or New Thought Principles. He taught that the secret to all transformation lies in the conscious awareness of the "I am." When you truly grasp this, everything shifts, fear dissolves, doors open wide, and the divine presence begins to operate in your life in a way that defies all human logic, ushering in true prosperity and limitless abundance. But before we continue, I have an important request for you. If you feel this powerful content is speaking directly to your spirit and touching your heart, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. By doing so, you'll continue to receive potent messages that elevate your consciousness and help you awaken to the divine power and prosperity God has placed within you, ready to be unleashed. And if, as you watch, something within you begins to remember who you truly are, that you are not here by accident, that there is a higher purpose guiding everything, I invite you to access the link in the first pinned comment. There, you'll find powerful, exclusive resources that can guide you more deeply in this process of conscious manifestation, helping you master your "I am" as a divine tool for creation and attracting unprecedented abundance. Because the truth is, Jesus didn't just come to demonstrate power, but to reveal a pathway to divine living and ultimate prosperity. He declared, Whoever believes in me will do the works I have been doing, and they will do even greater things than these. This is one of the boldest, yet most misunderstood declarations in the entire Bible. What he was truly saying is that the very same Spirit that operated through him also dwells within us, empowering us to live in abundance, just as he did. And if this is true, and it absolutely is, then Jesus's I am was not merely an identification with the Father, but an explicit invitation for us to also identify with the divine presence within us. The I am is the powerful bridge between the human and the divine. It is the conscious awareness that transforms the invisible into the visible, the impossible into the possible, ensuring our prosperity through divine law. Have you noticed that Jesus never said, "I will be"? He declared, "I am," because on the spiritual plane, time doesn't exist. The I am is the eternal now, the present reality of divine abundance. When you declare, "I am blessed," the universe begins to reorganize itself to confirm that truth. When you say, "I am prosperous," divine opportunities begin to emerge. When you affirm, "I am the presence of God in action," something profound begins to shift in dimensions you can't even imagine, ushering in your desired reality and ultimate prosperity. From this moment forward, every word that leaves your mouth can be a powerful prayer, a potent affirmation, a key to divine creation. And throughout this video, you will understand how Jesus utilized this power, not as something mystical or unattainable, but as a precise spiritual science, a kingdom principle that can be applied by anyone who desires to align with the source and live in boundless abundance. Stay until the very end, because the final revelation I'm about to share with you is, without a doubt, the most powerful of all. It holds the potential to completely transform how you speak, think, and manifest your reality, unlocking unprecedented levels of prosperity and divine fulfillment. And perhaps, after hearing everything I'm about to reveal, you will never utter "I am" the same way again. When Jesus pronounced "I am," he wasn't just stating who he was. He was actively engaging the very power of God within him. The I am wasn't a mere description. It was a divine invocation. It was the creative sound that brought the invisible into the visible, the living word that molded matter, the divine vibration that responded to the consciousness of one who knew he was one with the Father, embodying ultimate prosperity and demonstrating divine law. And it is precisely here that the untold secret lies, a key to your divine inheritance. The same power that flowed through Jesus also flows through you. The critical difference is that Jesus knew. He was fully conscious of his true identity, and thus no external circumstance could govern his inner being. Most of us, however, often live oblivious to this truth, prisoners of words and beliefs we repeat without thought, failing to realize they become self-imposed laws governing our very lives, hindering our divine prosperity and abundance. Emmett Fox taught that everything you place after "I am" is a declaration to the universe, a statement of divine law. It's as if each "I am" is a seed planted in the fertile soil of reality. If you plant fear, you harvest limitations. If you plant faith, you harvest miracles and abundance. The universe doesn't question if you're joking, frustrated, or just venting. It simply responds, because words are vibration, and vibration is the universal spiritual language of creation. Consider the times Jesus faced an impossible situation. He never said perhaps or maybe. He affirmed with unwavering conviction, "I am the resurrection and the life." These words were divine keys that opened spiritual portals. They compelled the impossible to yield before his inner certainty. When he spoke this before Lazarus's tomb, he wasn't just requesting a miracle. He was actively manifesting the miracle, assuming the state of consciousness where death had already been overcome, demonstrating his prosperity gospel in full power. And this is what you must profoundly understand. The I am is the state of consciousness of what already is. It is the inner recognition of the divine presence actively working now. When you declare, "I am blessed," you are not merely asking for blessings. You are aligning yourself with the frequency of blessing, allowing it to manifest naturally and abundantly in your life as your divine right. But what do we often do? We say, I am unlucky, I am forgetful, I am anxious. And with these words, without realizing it, we affirm a state of separation between who we are and who we are divinely destined to be. We empower the shadows, the old memories, the ancient wounds, and the universe, as a faithful mirror, returns precisely the reflection of these self-limiting declarations, blocking our true prosperity. Jesus understood what Emmett Fox termed the science of the divine mind, a core tenet of New Thought. He knew that every thought and every word possesses a subtle form, a living energy. When he declared, I am, he connected the human mind to the mind of God. It was his way of bringing heaven to earth, spirit to matter, the invisible into the tangible world of manifestation and abundance. Do you grasp the profound depth of this truth? When Jesus declared, I am, he wasn't speaking of a limited identity. He was pronouncing the very identity of God within him, activating divine law. And when you do the same, not merely with your lips, but with profound conscious awareness and unwavering faith, you activate that very same creative principle, unlocking your divine inheritance and manifesting your highest good. Emmett Fox explained that this consciousness is like illuminating a lamp within the mind. You begin to perceive the world from the inside out, rather than the other way around. Power ceases to originate from external circumstances and begins to emanate from your inner center, your divine core. It is at this point that the I am transcends being a mere phrase and becomes a living, dynamic force for prosperity and divine fulfillment. Perhaps you grew up hearing that you can't, that you don't deserve, that you aren't capable. Perhaps your I am has been shaped by rejections, frustrations, and fears, hindering your divine right to abundance. This is why your life often feels stuck, even when you exert great effort. There's an incongruence between what you desire and what you declare yourself to be. But the good news, the liberating truth, is that you can absolutely reprogram this and reclaim your divine identity. When Jesus declared, I am the light of the world, he was affirming the profound spiritual truth about himself, and that light powerfully manifested. But he also told his disciples, you are the light of the world. He was revealing that the very same divine power, the kingdom principle, dwells within us, simply awaiting activation and conscious awakening for our ultimate prosperity. Now pause and deeply reflect. What have you been declaring about yourself? What kind of I am has been guiding your days and shaping your reality? Because every time you repeat a phrase about who you are actively creating a thought form that molds your destiny. Your life is, in large part, the direct result of the I ams you have chosen to embody. When you look in the mirror and say, I am ugly, you are not merely expressing an opinion. You are vibrating a frequency of rejection that the universe faithfully returns in experiences of rejection. When you declare, I am blessed, even if you don't yet see the physical manifestation, you immediately begin to attract situations, people, and divine opportunities that vibrate at that very same frequency, ushering in abundance and prosperity. Jesus never operated from a place of lack or scarcity. He didn't say, I will be healed, or I will be prosperous. He declared, I am, because he profoundly understood divine time, the eternal now, where everything already exists in its full potential. The I am is the divine password to access this infinite field of possibilities and manifest your divine inheritance. But how do you apply this powerful principle in your daily life for guaranteed prosperity? Begin by consciously observing the words that leave your mouth. The simplest ones, the most automatic. When you say, I am tired, your body responds. When you declare, I am strong, something within you immediately reorganizes. The word becomes flesh, quite literally, through divine law. Emmett Fox emphasized that the first step to profoundly change your life is to diligently monitor your thoughts. Not to punish yourself, but to become consciously aware. When you awaken to the immense power of your words, you begin to realize that every I am is a pivotal choice. To remain trapped in the old patterns of limitation, or to boldly assume the creation of the new, prosperous reality that is your divine right. Jesus taught this profound truth, often in veiled ways, through his parables. He spoke of the kingdom of God as something internal, not external. When he declared, "The kingdom of God is within you," he was powerfully stating, "The I am power is right there, dormant, waiting to be consciously activated for your divine prosperity and limitless abundance." And it is at this very point that the I am transforms into true prayer. Not the prayer that begs, but the prayer that powerfully recognizes and affirms your divine identity. When you declare, "I am the presence of God in action now," your entire vibrational field instantly shifts. People around you sense it. Environments transform, because you are allowing the divine to powerfully act through you, rather than attempting to manipulate God from an external position, thus aligning with divine law and kingdom principles. Everything Jesus did was the direct result of this full conscious awareness, this embodiment of kingdom principles. He declared, "I and the Father are one." This is the I am in its purest form, the profound recognition that separation never truly existed. And when you begin to live from this powerful place, fear loses its grip, scarcity dissolves into nothingness, and the natural abundance of life flows to you with effortless ease as your divine right and inheritance. You may have been conditioned to believe that you are small, weak, or unworthy, but that is a deceptive lie that limited consciousness tells itself to maintain control. Your true I am is divine. It is absolutely limitless. It is the very presence of God in human form, experiencing creation through you, destined for prosperity and magnificent fulfillment. When you awaken to this profound truth, you begin to become the conscious co-author of your own magnificent story. You cease repeating old, limiting patterns and start creating consciously, aligning with divine law. What once seemed like mere luck becomes divine synchronicity. What was once struggle and effort transforms into effortless flow and abundance. And it all begins when you powerfully change the way you define yourself through your I am declarations. Imagine, for a moment, Jesus standing before something seemingly impossible, like multiplying loaves and fish. He didn't despair, didn't doubt, didn't beg. He powerfully affirmed. He recognized the omnipotent power of the I am and knew that, through this divine consciousness, every limitation dissolved instantly. And thus, the miracle of abundance manifested, demonstrating divine law in action. You can apply this very same powerful principle in your own life for guaranteed prosperity. When finances feel tight, instead of declaring, "I am poor," boldly affirm, "I am divine abundance in action now." When your health falters, declare, "I am the life of God flowing vibrantly within me, restoring perfect health." When doubt arises, assert, "I am the faith that transforms all things, bringing forth my divine healing and prosperity." These declarations, spoken with true heartfelt conviction, immediately begin to shift your vibrational field. And when your vibration changes, your reality naturally reorganizes itself for your highest good and divine prosperity. This is an undeniable spiritual law. This is what Jesus powerfully demonstrated, and it's what Emmett Fox profoundly explained. The external world is merely a direct reflection of your internal state, governed by divine law. And here is the ultimate revelation that few have the courage to truly embrace. You are the conscious co-creator of your own world, a fundamental kingdom principle. Yes, God is the source, but He expresses Himself powerfully through you. The I am is the divine channel for that expression, the very point where the infinite touches the finite, manifesting your divine right to prosperity and abundance. Therefore, the next time you gaze into the mirror, do not merely see your appearance, your past, or your perceived failures. See the divine spark, the very image of God, looking back at you, and declare with unwavering conviction, "I am the power of God in action. I am the manifestation of divine love, infinite abundance, and radiant light on earth, claiming my divine right to prosperity and ultimate fulfillment." Because every single time you declare a conscious I am, you are powerfully proclaiming to the universe, "I remember who I truly am, a child of God, destined for prosperity and greatness." And the universe responds immediately, rearranging everything around you to perfectly confirm that divine remembrance, bringing forth your desired reality and your divine inheritance. So before you leave this video, take a deep, conscious breath. Feel this living, divine presence within you. It has never left you. It has always been there, patiently awaiting the moment you would fully recognize and declare, I am, unlocking all prosperity and divine potential. If this powerful content has deeply resonated with your spirit and touched your heart, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. This helps this vital message reach even more people who also need to awaken to the transformative power of the I Am and claim their divine prosperity and abundance. The Word creates, and now the Word is yours. I am.